Hi, know Heather and Bella with the next and the nine. Very different location for you guys to be playing, obviously very new. Is there any hope that this kind of trip, maybe a new place, new fans can help break the team out of this sort of losing funk that it's in?
Yeah, maybe, it's a change of scenery. Still kind of, we're on the West Coast, and I know a lot of fans come down from Vancouver as well, so kind of treating it like a home game in a sense, though we're in a different location, but we've only been in a building for a shoot around, not really adjusted to the surroundings in the court, a little bit, but as is Atlanta. So at the end of the day, ball's the same, court's the same length, just gotta get out there and play our best.
Hey, Coach, Chelsea Lake, also with the next. You've been to Canada with this team, but also with the Canadian national team. Over the past few years, how have you seen the growth of basketball in Canada, especially women's basketball? And, has it progressed every time that you've come here in any capacity?
Yeah, I think a lot of the younger players, they dream to attend the universities, for universities in the States. And so, from you go down a list of Canadian players, starting with Nat O'Connell, who's kind of the pioneer of, that going to Notre Dame. Forgive me, there might be players before that, but because of that, you get a wide pool of talent. The competition that they see at the university and the development that they get, I think make them more, you see them more and then more pro ready as well. And then, the care that they have for their country. Canada is an amazing space, amazing people, culture is great. They're for each other, for one another. And so because of that, there is a care with their youth programs, with the development into the national team and things like that. So I do see a change in a positive way. And I think Canada is going to continue to be real.
Noelle, staying in the front row, right?
Kevin Pelton, ESPN.com. Sort of staying on that theme, we've seen the explosion in Canadian men's talent in the NBA. I feel like putting a team in Toronto, having a team to call their own, can have sort of that same impact.
Yeah, I think so. Because there isn't really a top league in Canada for women. Again, a lot of their players are coming and exploring, playing, in the States. And so if you think about, the talent that is the exposure that a team like Toronto can give to the youth, what that can do for inspiring that segment of young individuals who want to play, and then keeping them local, developing the talent there, and all of the things, the professional team and all that matters that go into a team and growing that. I think to me, it's more the exposure than anything that can really, I guess, expedite that process, but also make them a lot better.
Roberta, about the basketball and Forbes, are you looking to make any changes to the lineup, more the starting five lineup, more specifically thinking about Dom and her contribution this past games? Is there any expectation that she could start a game?
Not quite yet. I think for Dom, maybe an earlier sub, getting her going, and honestly matching her minutes with Griner. I think that'd be a good look for that. I mean, the great thing about Dom is, in her minutes, she's very productive, but also she's still 19 and learning, and there's still some learning curve as it relates to just actions, defending and things like that, getting used to physicality and moments in the game. So though she's getting a lot of really good reps, just gonna continue to lean on her productivity within the minutes and ride her when she's hot.
Noelle, to your left in the front row.
Noelle, there's been a lot of young girls into their first WNBA game tonight. What do you want them to walk away with?
To continue to hope and dream big. If something, the W is the goal, that it is possible. Obviously, professional basketball is coming to Canada. There are a lot of opportunities, more opportunities for young girls to be able to not only see, but participate. So walk away with, a vibe and a good feel that he's in a good place, and from the talent to sponsorship to the viewership and all those things. It is a good time to be a fan. hopefully continue to inspire the dreams of the youth.
Anyone else in the room? We have time for just a couple on Zoom. We'll go to Chico. Chico, go ahead.
You know, I was just wondering if Gabby Williams's evolution offensively this year, how has that kind of helped NECA and Skylar kind of make things easier for them?
Yeah, I mean, you want
I like.
he just asked about Gabby's evolution offensively, and how it's helped NECA and Sky. I think, you know, it's helped a ton. You know, Gabby's in a space where this is kind of new, being here in the W for this long, from the start of the season and playing this many games. And there's some ups and downs that comes with that, but you know, that her commitment to being the best that she can be has been very important for, you know, her growth and for our team. I'm going to continue to lean on an extra level of scoring from her, but also, you know, what she does on the defensive end, I think ignites what she does offensively. So can't go away from her bread and butter, physicality, her athleticism, using that, her savvy on that side of the floor, and then, you know, what she does on the offensive end from getting into the paint, and now the extension of her game from three. I think she's learning and growing, and it's been really impactful this season.
We have time for just two more questions, but I want to return to the room. Second.
Can you talk about how Brittany Sykes could be kind of like a defensive, she could be the defensive weapon against Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard?
Yeah, I mean, Brittany has been one of the you know, a great defensive player her entire career in the league, and you know, for her, it's kind of learning us, learning our system, learning our verbiage, but you know, you can't teach effort and instinct, and I think she has those things innately. You know, the other day, even getting to the paint, you know, it's not, you know, normal for her to miss 5 to 6 layups. And I think, you know, that helps us offensively as well. But that's triggered by what she does defensively, fascinating, aggressive. And so we're going to continue to lean on her for those athletic guards that we see.
Noelle, we have time for just one more. We'll go to Zoom for Brendan. This will be our last question. Brendan, go ahead.
Yeah, hey coach. You've mentioned the togetherness of this team and how that's been important this season in a difficult stretch of games, the last about 8 to 11 games. How much or how important is the togetherness of this team and just staying united this last portion of the season?
The last part that you can't hear. Sorry, Brandon, what's the last part of your question? How important is?
Just how important is the togetherness of this group over the last portion of the season, just based off of the past results recently?
Yeah, it's important. You know, the group they're connected still, even though it's been really tough for us. You know, some games in which we want to get over the hump and we just haven't, but the spirit hasn't changed. The connectivity to each other hasn't changed. And I think it makes coming every day and trying to continue to fight better and worth it. And I think, through this tough stretch, one thing hasn't wavered, and that's who they are, how they approach their job, and them showing up and getting ready to work. So it's tough through this stretch, but I think that they're connected, and again, we have an opportunity to rewrite history.
Noelle, thank you.